here are all my tags. I chose to do an old pattern of mine, which is called zombie cats. They look like these guys right here. And they're whimsical little cats that have become zombies. And so I cut them out of various colors of gel printed paper. I cut out a moon. So that's kind of the general idea of these. And I'm going to get these glued down and arranged and let them dry, and then I'll come back to show you the final stage. And I don't know that this will be the arrangement that they end up with. One thing that I want to talk to you about is composition. So one rule of thumb, especially in the world of a still life, you never want to have your objects on the same plane. And if they are, you want to break that plane up somehow or other. So you can see I have each one of the cats, even though they're in a similar area, they're either slightly higher, slightly lower. Let's use a ruler and let's see. Here is my first plane, which is this one, as I'm measuring by. And let's see if I'm even. I am. So even though these tombstones are in a similar location as these two, they are actually on a different plane. So this one is slightly higher, these are slightly lower. These two are actually very similar, but it's broken up in between with the other three tags. Let's look at this one. Nothing is on the same plane with that one. My cats. The head of my cats are here. This one is similar, but again it's broken up by this tag. This one is lower than this one, so we're fine. My pink cat is lower than my orange cat, and this one is lower as well. That is just a compositional bit of information for all of you. The other thing I did compositionally is I tried to pull your eye with where these cats are all located, but also with color. But here we have this orange and turquoise. Here's an orange and turquoise. Now here's the blue, but here's an orange. So it pulls your eye this direction. Here's the blue. We go from the blue down to the blue. And then this one is a little bit different because I repeated this green and the orange. So it pulls your eye back up. We're going to shade these guys. And I've started shading this guy. And what I did was I just started with a red, and I'm just the Deco Art Napa red, that's all I'm using. Just shade kind of behind areas where you would have a little bit of a shadow cast. Certain colors do not cover well. So a trick to get your paint colors to get good coverage is you can put down a coat of a tan and allow you to get better coverage. It doesn't have to completely obliterate what's behind. It's just that that neutral color allows a more translucent color better coverage. That's basically all it does. This is a very good neutral black. It's almost a brown black is what it is. It's called soft black. And I'm going to use it to just kind of deepen in some of the shading. I have this one and this one left. I've shown you how to do this before, but basically we're going to use a little bit of white on some of these guys. And this is just a dry brush. And then take most of that paint off of your brush. Let's do a little bit over here. I'm just kind of dry brush that color in. And it's just lightening. And then reload your brush as needed. I'm going to use a dark blue. This is a navy blue. I'm going to shade this green cat and these tombstones. I'm going to use a little bit of this neon just to kind of pump up the volume a little bit. I have added all of the basic coats to these little guys, and now we're going to do a little bit of shading to them. On the greens, I'm going to use this dark green from I shaded this little cat with a dark blue, and this is called Blue Violet, and this is another Deco Art acrylic. Shaded around the eye, shaded this. I need to do this side of the knot, shaded the heart, shaded the patches, and then I added a little bit of a shadow here to the tombstone. And let me do this one on camera for you. And I think we'll use some white to highlight these guys with. Okay, I'm going to use my black Posca pen to add some of the details, and I've already done some of the lettering on these with the I'm going to use a 02 micron, and I'm just adding in some of the details. So thank you for joining me. I hope you come back next time. And I think the next time we're going to be doing some robots. So keep that in mind. Talk to you next time.